Shen Show. Go to sleep. All right, let's try that again. All right, well, alrighty. Let's go back. Forget it. We're here. We're live. We are the Shen Show. I am your host, Shenandoah Briscoe, coming to you from right here in St. Charles, Missouri. Hey, you know what? Today is Wednesday, November the 24th, 2021. Got a happy birthday shout outs going out to Abby L Bruke-Varnon from church and Jeffrey Scott Campbell. So, without further ado, here's the birthday song for the two of you. Hey, Abby. Hey, Jeffrey. Hey, y'all, it's your birthday today. So, happy birthday, I'm say. You know what? That makes you 1 more year older today. So, happy birthday to you, I say. I said, hey, Jeffrey. Hey, Abby. Hey, y'all, it's your birthday today. So, happy birthday, I'm say. You know what? That's another trip around the sun that you made. So, a happy birthday today. I said, a happy birthday today. Hey, I'm just trying to stick that Bluetooth back over so it doesn't stick out no wind like it do. All right. Hey, look, I also got some Shen Show shout outs. That would be my Shen Show friends, folks that like, love, or just tolerate the Shen Show. Here we go. We got Doug Bell. Well, we got Doug Bell. No, we got Doug Bell, which is a.k.a. a.k.a. Who is Doug Bell? Steve. Wow, I blew my brain. My brain just shot a fart. I had a brain fart. A.k.a. Steve Clary. That's who Doug Bell is. Ugh. And then I've got Kimberly and Lynnette and Brackensick Stewart and Jamie O'Driscoll and BJ Hollis and Kelly Barton and Christopher W. Campbell. And then there are my Pokey pals. That's right, my Pokey pals, Joseph Marshall and Amanda. Wow, man, this thing's lost half the people. Half the names are gone off my list of people. That'd be Amanda S. Little. Those are my Pokey pals. So anyway, hey, we're live. We're live. We're flying by the seat of our pants. All right, looks like a weather forecast coming up for you. And as always, our weather forecast is going to be brought to you by Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. Refreshing Word Fellowship Church. We're going to give a chance for our sponsors to step in while we get ready for our weather forecast. All right. Well, all righty then. Refreshing Word Fellowship Church is a non-denominational Christian church which is located at 2054 Campus Drive, St. Charles, Missouri, pastored by ordained Pastor John Schumer and Nathan Moffett. So come on into Refreshing Word Fellowship Church and enjoy our Sunday services at 11 a.m. and our hour of power prayer on Thursdays from 1:30 to 2:30 p.m. So don't forget, that's Refreshing Word Fellowship Church in St. Charles, Missouri. You can call them at 636-333-0594. All right, here we go with that weather forecast that I was telling you about. We got a high of 66 degrees today. It ain't that no more. It's about 64 out there. We got sunshine and clouds mixed with high temperatures of 66 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds south at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Then we got periods of rain with low temperatures of 38 degrees Fahrenheit with winds at south to southwest winds shifting to a complete reversal to northwest winds at 10 to 25 miles per hour. Chances of rain 100%, rainfall around 1/4 of an inch. With those winds twisting around like that, I don't know what they've been doing here lately with my tornado whistle right up the hill there from me, but it's been going off all week long, just kind of winding up and and then it would slow down. But it never would get all the way around. Nope, never got that far around. It would just get started and then it would just go away. So anyway, don't know what's going on with that old whistle up there, but I'm sure that it will be getting used on Wednesday night. And I guess they were getting it prepared for that because, well, the barometric, yeah, it is barometric. Barometric air pressures will be right for the tornadoes. So anyway, we got cloudy skies for early on Thursday, November the 25th. That will be Thanksgiving Day. Those skies are going to be early with, they will become partly cloudy later on in the day. High temperatures near 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be northwest at 15 to 25 miles an hour. And a mostly clear sky with low temperatures of 22 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for Friday, November the 26th, we've got mostly sunny skies, high temperatures of 48 degrees Fahrenheit, winds south at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then a mostly clear sky with low temperatures of 34 degrees Fahrenheit, winds south to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And then for Friday, Saturday. How about Saturday? We'll do Saturday first before we get to Monday. Saturday, partly cloudy skies. Saturday, November the 27th, that is. Partly cloudy skies with high winds of 50 or high temperatures of 59 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds are going to be west to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies with low temperatures of 36 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds northwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour overnight. And so then we will do Sunday. Sunday's weather forecast, November the 28th. Partly cloudy skies, high temperatures of 48 degrees Fahrenheit, winds northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. Partly cloudy skies later on during the evening and throughout the night, low temperatures of 31 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light and variable, west to southwest at about 5 miles per hour. And then for our fifth and final day, forecast day, Monday, November the 29th. Some clouds in the morning will give way to mainly sunny skies. Many sunny skies, many sun rays will be shooting out from those clouds into the sky, making it a bright, beautiful blue sky for the afternoon. High temperatures of 58 degrees Fahrenheit, winds west to southwest at 5 to 10 miles per hour. And in a mostly clear sky overnight with low temperatures of 34 degrees Fahrenheit. Winds will be light and variable. And that, my friends, is your 5-day forecast for the St. Charles viewing area. All right, we got some events coming up. And who is our event sponsor? That would be just a word from our sponsor. We're going to check over to events. Just one simple word from our sponsor. Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie. We've got holiday seasons coming up, and I tell you folks, there ain't no better way to find decorations for your home than to go to Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie. She can do it all. She is the decorating queen. That's right, she is quite the talented, crafty gal. As just go over to her Facebook page and peruse the pictures of her products. And if you want something special or personal, she can do that too. Just leave her a message on the page and she will get right back to you just as soon as she can. Just remember, that's Seasonal Wreaths by Jamie on Facebook. That's JAM as in Mike, IE. So, Jamie. All right, well, alrighty then. Here's those events we were talking about. Somebody asked me about who else out here today. Do we got some folks out here today? I haven't been back over to look. Who's out here? Anybody out here? Nobody yet. Ain't nobody welcome. Come on, come on. Oh well, that's okay. One of these days, I'm gonna have to figure out how to get all these people to come on the show at the same time. Maybe I should announce it before I go live. That would probably be a good idea, don't you think? Alrighty then. Send a message every 1 second. That's right. You can send messages on top of each other if you want. Welcome to live chat. Learn more. No. Oh, wow. Look. Well, okay. I don't know about that. I'd probably like to do it, but I ain't going to set it up right now because we're in the middle of a show. So here we go. Christmas traditions. That's right. Christmas traditions are local Main Street in St. Charles, Missouri. Boy, I tell you what, there ain't nothing prettier than going down to Main Street during the Christmas Traditions Festival. November 26th is when she's going to start up, and she's going to run through December the 24th. Opening day is going to be November 26th, and they're going to be running from noon to 9 p.m. Wednesday from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. and Fridays from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Saturdays from noon to 9 p.m. and Sundays from noon to 5 p.m. And then Christmas Eve, December the 24th, they'll be jumping out of town at 2 p.m. So they'll only be here from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. on Christmas Eve day. Now, St. Charles Christmas Traditions has been going for about 5 years now. And they have really decorated up the old Main Street here in town. And they bring in Santa Clauses from all around the world, not to mention other characters from your Christmas stories, like sugar plums that dance in your heads. You know, the story of "'Twas the Night Before Christmas," when all through the house not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Yes, that's the Christmas story that I was telling you about. When all of a sudden, up from the clatter arose such a ladder, and the kids climbed up it and they fell down back into the pasty batter. And then they made the gingerbread house with the kids, and they, oh, wait a minute, two different stories. I digress. Anyway, St. Charles Christmas Traditions. Come on down. See the Santa Clauses. Get your free pictures with Santa Claus. All of you got those smart cameras these days. Smartphones. Yes, sir. Gotta have it. Oh, by the way, I was just thinking something. Something ran across my mind today. Um, you know, I think the government's been trying to collect DNA samples from everybody. And well, if you go ahead and give them up on your own because you want to find out your ancestry, and you go to ancestry.com and you swab your cheek or stick the Q-tip up your nose, and you get your DNA samples, right? So that you can go ahead and send those off to find out what your heritage is. But what happens if somebody puts it out there that you need to be tested for a virus by sticking a Q-tip up your nose? How would all of a sudden everybody's DNA has now been collected? And whether or not it gives you a test or an answer to whether or not you got the virus or don't have the virus or whatever, that's probably not the point of sticking the thing up your nose in the first place. They want to know your heritage, your background, so that they can put wedges between each and every person. And you know what? If you're the standard average everyday American like myself, you've probably got 4 different backgrounds in you, and you're supposed to be fighting against each and every one of them. So you're just going to rip yourself apart on your own, right? You know, you've got some Indian in you, and you got some black in you, and you've got some Jewish blood in you, and all kinds of bloodlines in your DNA, and so you're just going to have to hate yourself. Everybody has to hate yourselves. That's just the way I see it, folks. So get out there. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about using hate. There's no reason to hate. Just love one another. Like Jesus loved the world. God loved the world. He gave his only begotten Son, Jesus Christ, our Lord and Savior. And he put him through the tests, and he gave him every opportunity to back out of it. And by the end of it, Jesus said, "Not my will, but your will be done." and by golly, his will is what set us free. Yes, sir, he died on that cross for you and me. All right, anyway, hey, Laura was talking yesterday about the Santa's Wonderland over at Bass Pro and or Cabela's. So anyway, thought I'd bring it up. Santa's Wonderland is started November the 6th, and it's going to be running through December the 24th, 2021. So anyway, they time that they begin and in the morning regular Bass Pro hours, which are who knows what. But if you want to get your free photo with Santa, he is behind a plastic glass. But if you want to get your free photos with Santa Claus, make your free Santa photo reservation. And the way you do that is you go online, I believe. Yeah, that's right. You go online. Advanced reservations are required in all locations and can go quickly. Reserving is easy and free. You go online, you go to Bass Pro, you go to Santa's Wonderland. You select your nearest store. You select your preferred time slot, which is left out of the remaining time slots. And you go to your nearest store and you bring your confirmation to the check-in. And then right then and there, you can get to see Santa Claus. And well, you can see him, you can like him, and you can love him, but you can't touch him. He's behind a plastic window. But that's all right. Experience the magic of Christmas. They might have, I don't know if they're going to still have the toy playland or not, because I remember a few years back, they had the little toy shops and all that. They had the beautiful little elves, which is one of the elves. That's who asked me about it yesterday or talked to me about it. Said Santa Claus is behind the glass, but that's all right. Anyway, yeah, they used to have toys and stuff that you could sample by playing with, but I don't even know if they're going to be doing that this year. Somebody will have to let me know. Anybody out there to let me know? Still nobody there. I guess I'm just kind of doing it myself. I'm on my own. Don't you know I'm on my own? What's this little arrow here? Showing. Didn't do me any good to find it. I pushed it. It just didn't do nothing. Oh, because I was supposed to say something to anybody. Here, let's do it. Wake up. Hey, we're live. Come on, join the show. Cut line. Paste that. Go to sleep. There we go. What do you know? I tried it. 18 minutes into the show. Okay, so anyway, that's your Bass Pro talk about. And then, you know what? There is something else coming up. We got, the Helping Hands thrift shop that I've been talking about. Well, I tell you what, they've got another event coming up starting on the 22nd not the 22nd. That was the kickoff for the Foster Care's Kids Clothes Drive. So don't forget to do that and peruse that. But they've got another new thing coming up on the 26th. Don't forget to get in there on the 26th, November 26th, Friday, November 26th. It's their dollar days. That's right. They're going to be running from the 26th through the 27th at 508 5th Street in St. Charles, Missouri. 63301. Shopping by Helping Hands Thrift Store and Foster Care Closet. That's right. You can go in there. They're going to have dollar days, meaning all products are $1. $1 off. Boy, I tell you what, you can't beat that. You can't beat $1. Most of the products in there are already about $1. So I didn't say $1 off. Did I say $1 off? I didn't mean $1 off. I meant that most products in there are about $1 anyway. And in this case, all of them will be. So don't forget to get over there to Helping Hands Thrift Store and Foster Care. Right there by Dollar General on 5th Street. All right. Well, all righty then. Got a couple of songs for you. So I didn't get anybody to come on there yet and give me anything. No General Lee Washington or whoever used to be Dribble Snap. He ain't on there today. I don't know. And then Laura's not on there either. But that's okay. I digress. Okay, here we go. Um, well, I stopped off at the Quick Shack for some beer and cigarettes. The old man took my money as he looked at my Corvette. And he said, I had one just like her son in 1963. Tell the man down at the bank he took her from me. Oh, she was hotter than a $2 pistol. She was fastest thing around. Long and lean, every young man's dream. She turned every head in town. She was built and fun to handle, son. I'm glad that you dropped in. She reminds me of the one I loved back then. Well, then I handed him my keys and said, Here, take her for a spin. And the old man just scratched his head. And then he looked at me and grinned. He said, Son, you just don't understand. It ain't the car I want. It's the brunette in your bed that turns me on. Oh, I had one just like her son. Beckon, I had one. I'm sorry, I had one. That was hotter than a $2 pistol. She was the fastest thing around. Long and lean, every young man's dream. She turned every head in town. She was built and fun to handle, son. And I'm glad that you dropped in. She reminds me of the one I loved back then. Lord, she was hotter than a $2 pistol. She was the fastest thing around. Long and lean, every young man's dream. She turned every head in town. Oh, she was built and fun to handle, son. I'm glad that you dropped in. She reminds me of the one I loved back then. I said she reminds me of the one I loved back then. All right, all right, all right. I don't know. I don't know. Hi, Ruby. God, don't take your love down. That's not what I was going to sing. I might sing that, but this one I'm going to do. Let me hold on. Let me check the time. Craigo. 29 minutes. Or no, 22 minutes. Craig, you only got about 3 minutes. Smoke that cigarette. Be ready to go back into work. All right. All right. Here we go. Got to wet that whistle to get this song out, don't you know? All right, here we go. Let me just move on into this microphone. We'll just see what we can do with it. All right. All right. I'm supposed to be up close to these microphones anyway when you sing. Ain't you supposed to shout at the mic right there face to face with it? Well, we'll give it a shot, okay? Have to wheel this whole wheelchair around a little bit, maneuver it down. Down at the corner by the traffic light. Everybody's looking as she goes by. They turn her heads and they watch her till she's gone. Lord have mercy, baby's got her blue jeans on. Up on the bus stop and across the street, open up their windows to take a peek. She's in, y'all, she goes walking, rocking like a rolling stone. Heaven help us, baby's got her blue jeans on. She can't help it if she's made that way. She's not to blame if they look her way. She ain't really trying to cause a scene. It just comes naturally. No, the girl can't help it. Well, up on Main Street, by the taxi stand, there's a crowd of people and a traffic jam. But she don't look back. She ain't doing nothing wrong. Lord have mercy, baby's got her blue jeans on. She can't help it if she's made that way. She's not to blame if they look her way. She ain't really trying to cause a scene. It just comes naturally. Oh, no, the girl can't help it. Oh, down on the corner by the traffic light. Everyone is looking as she goes by. They turn their heads and they watch her till she's gone. Heaven help us, baby's got her blue jeans on. I said, Lord have mercy, baby's got her blue jeans on. Heaven help us, baby's got her blue jeans on. All right, I know it, Craig. I know you're in, you're out. The time is up. Time is up. That's right, Craig. 25. No, it's not actually. It's only 25 minutes. You got another 5 minutes. Whoops. All right, then. Pshoom, pshoom. Okay, I did mention Ruby. I will sing that. Song lyrics, Ruby. All right. Da 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 da. Da 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 dee. Da 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 do do do. That ain't right, you know. Song lyrics, Ruby, Chris Christopherson. That ain't who I wanted. We'll try it again. What is that guy's name? Um, it's not Chris Christopherson. It's the other guy. You know, uh, he's one of my favorite people. Ruby, don't take your love to town. Oh, come on now. He does all the gambler movies. He does gambler songs. Um, who does the gambler? Yeah, there he is, Kenny Rogers. Okay. Song lyrics, Ruby, Kenny Rogers. All right, here we go. It's Ruby, don't take your love to town. That's why. You painted up your lips and curled your hair. Ruby, are you contemplating going out somewhere? The shadows on the wall tells me the sun is going down. Whoa, Ruby, don't take your love to town. It wasn't me that startled that old crazy Asian war, but I was proud to go and I'd do my patriot's chore. And yes, it's true that I'm not the man I used to be. Oh, Ruby, I still need some company. It's hard to love a man whose legs are bent and paralyzed, and the wants and needs of a woman your age, Ruby, I realize. But it won't be long, I've heard them say, until I'm not around. Oh, Ruby, don't take your love to town. She's leaving now, 'cause I just heard the slamming of the door. The way I know I've heard it slam 100 times before. And if I could move, I'd get out my gun and put her in the ground. Oh, Ruby, don't take your love to town. Oh, Ruby, for God's sakes, turn around. All right, there you go. You know, that one hits home. Not really home, but it does hit a little close because of the wheelchair and all that whatnot. All right, remember we were in the story. Come on, kids, it's time for TV Grandpa to tell you a story. That's right, TV Grandpa is going to whip it out for you here. We're going to do Ali and the Merchant of Baghdad. Remember, that's where we were yesterday. Ali and the Merchant of Baghdad. 29 minutes, 27 seconds. Bye, Craig. We'll see you tomorrow. All right. All righty then. I know you catch this later, not while we're live. Okie doke, here we go. Boom. Let's see. I'll read a little bit before the area that we stopped at, okay? That same evening, the king, accompanied by the Grand Vizier, went disguised through the town, as it was his custom occasionally to do. Well, upon passing through a street, the king heard a noise. He came to a gateway through which he saw 10 or 12 children playing by moonlight. Well, the king heard one of them children say, "Let's play courtroom." Well, as the affair of Ali and the merchant was widely discussed in Baghdad, the children quickly agreed on the parts that each one would act out. Now, the pretend judge asked the make believe Ali to speak. Ali, after bowing low, related every detail and begged that he might not lose so cons- considerable a sum of money. Well, the pretend judge turned to the merchant and asked him why he did not return the money. The children played the parts of the merchant and gave the same reasons as the real merchant had done, and quite heartily too. Then he also offered to give an oath that what that's what that was what had really happened, and said was the absolute truth. That he said that was what happened, and it was the absolute truth. Not so fast, said the pretend judge to the merchant. Before you give your oath, I should like to see the jar of olives. The children, playing the part of Ollie, bowed low, walked away, and in a few moments returned. He pretended to set a jar before the judge, telling him that it was the same jar he had left with the merchant. The supposed judge turned to the pretend merchant and asked him to confirm that it was in fact the same jar, which he did confirm. And then the judge ordered Ali to take off the cover, and the pretend judge made believe as if he looked into it. Now, there are they are fine olives, said he. Let me taste them. Pretend to eat one. And so, pretending to eat one, he added, they are excellent, but I cannot think that olives will keep 7 years and be so good. Therefore, we must call before this courtroom olive merchants and let him hear what is their opinion. Well, 2 other boys posing as olive merchants presented themselves. Tell me, said the sham judge, how long will olives keep fit to eat? Sir, replied the 2 merchants, pretend merchants, no matter how great the care taken of them, olives will hardly be worth eating in the 3rd year, for then they have neither taste nor color. Well, if this is true, answered the judge, look into the jar and tell me how long it has been since those olives were put into it. Well, the 2 merchants, pretend merchants, they took and examined the taste of the olives. They told the judge that they were new and good, but said to the judge, Ali himself said he put them into the jar 7 years ago. Sir, replied the pretend merchants, we can answer you that they are of this year's growth, and we will maintain that any olive merchant of reputation in Baghdad would say the same. Well, the pretend judge pointed an accusing finger at the merchant. You are a rogue, he cried, and you deserve to be punished. The children then concluded their play, clapping their hands with great joy, seizing the feigned criminal and pretending to carry him off to prison. Now, words cannot express how much the king admired the boy who had passed so just of a sentence, and in an affair which was scheduled to be pleaded before him the very next day. Well, take notice of this house, said the clacker to the visor, and bring the boy to me tomorrow, that he may appear in court with me to try this case himself. The care also to remind the real Ollie to bring his jar of olives with him, and to bring 2 olive experts as well. Well, the next day, Ollie and the merchants pleaded one after the other that the place before the boy. Okay. The next day, Ollie, the merchant, pleaded one after the other at the place before the boy, whom the Syphil had seated on the throne beside him. And when the merchant proposed his oath to the court as before, the child said, "Is it too soon? It is proper that we should see the jar of olives first." And at these words, Ali presented the jar and placed it at the Syphil's feet. Well, the boy asked the merchants whether this was, in fact, the jar that had been left in his warehouse for 7 years. And the merchant agreed that it was so. Then the boy opened the jar. The Syphil looked at the olives, took one and tasted it, giving another to the boy. And afterwards the merchants were called, who examined the olives and reported that they were very good and that they were of that year. Well, the boy told them that Ali had said that it was 7 years since he had put the olives in the jar. Therefore, the boys concluded the jar must have been tampered with since that time. Well, the wretch who was accused saw plainly that the opinion of the olives merchants would convince him, and he confessed to his crime and revealed where the 1,000 pieces of gold were hidden. The fortune was quickly located and restored to Ali. The king sternly told the merchant that it was good for him that he had decided to confess and to return the gold. Otherwise, he would have been received 100 floggings, and in addition to his sentence in the 10 years in prison. The Syphil turned to the judge who had tried the case before and advised him to take a lesson from the child so that he would perform his duty more exactly in the future. And embracing the boy, the monarch, and had set him with a purse of 100 pieces of gold as the token of his admiration. And so there you have it. That was the Merchant of Baghdad, Ali and the Merchant of Baghdad. Hey, that was pretty interesting, and there was a little moral to it. Better confess up, otherwise you won't get the big sentence at the end. The 10 years and the 1,000 and the 10 years and the 100 flogging lashes. All right, here we go. We're going to go ahead and jump into the daily bread portion of the program. But first, a word from our sponsor, The Bible with Briscoe. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Don't forget to tune into The Bible with Briscoe 2021 for your daily reading of the Bible. Today's reading in The Bible with Briscoe 2021 will be Ezekiel 22 through 23 and 1 Peter 1. Don't forget to tune into The Bible with Briscoe 2021 for your daily reading of the Bible. Okay, let's see here. The will of God is today's daily bread devotion. And as I always say, I'm not allowed to read that because they have their own narrated version, and it's a conflict of copyright issues. So if you would like to read the daily devotion, I suggest you go on to odb.org and peruse the page and find out the devotion day. And go ahead and read that devotion and throw them a little change their way so that they can help spread the gospel all around the world. In Jesus' mighty name, amen. And they all said, amen. Okay, here we go. The will of God. And today's scripture and insight for the will of God is Psalm 62. And so we will turn our books open to Psalm 62. And you know which book that is. It's the good book. It's the Bible. And you know what the Bible is? Well, let me tell you what the Bible is. Let me move this down here. Oh, I could have done it that way too, but that's okay. Bible. Okay, Bible is basic instruction before leaving. There you go. Basic instructions before leaving. I believe that's what it is. Yeah, well, we'll try it again. What is the acronym for Bible?
According to acronyms and abbreviations, the Free Dictionary, definition, Bible.
Basic instructions. Yeah, there you go. Basic instructions before leaving Earth. That is your Bible. So just remember that, folks. You can read your Bible because it's your basic instructions before leaving Earth. All right, all righty then. Here we go. Here is Psalm 62 from the NIV, New Version, New International Version. Truly, my soul finds rest in God. My salvation comes from him, and truly he is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will never be saddened. I will never be shaken. And how long? Whoops. Truly he is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will never be shaken. How long will you assault me? Would all of you throw me down this learning wall? Will all of you throw down this leaning wall, this haltering fence? Surely they intend to topple me from my lofty place. They take delight in lies. Well, with their mouths they bless, but in their hearts they curse. Yes, my soul finds rest in God. My hope comes from him. Truly, he is my rock and my salvation. He is my fortress. I will not be shaken. My salvation and my honor depend on God. He is my mighty rock, my refuge. Turn to him at all times, you people. Pour out your hearts to him, for God is our refuge. Surely the lowborn and are built a breath. The highborn are but a lie. If weighted on a balance, they are nothing. Together they are only a breath. Do not trust in the extortion or put vain hope in stolen goods. Though your riches increase, do not set your heart on them. One thing God has spoken, two things I have heard. Power belongs to you, God, and with you, Lord, is unfailing love. And your reward, and you reward everyone according to what they have done. And so there you have it. That was Psalm 62, which was the daily bread portion of the program, which means that's it for the daily bread portion of the program, which was brought to you by our sponsor, The Bible with Briscoe 2021. The Bible with Briscoe 2021 is a daily reading of the Bible to be completed within 1 year. Don't forget to tune into The Bible with Briscoe 2021 for your daily reading of the Bible. Hey, my friends. Hey, that looks like it. That looks like the Shen Show in the nutshell. And so I'm just going to say, oh, well, goodbye, my friends. It's time to go. I said Goodbye, my friends. It's a time to go. I hate to leave you, but I really must go. So goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. Goodbye, my friends. Goodbye. This here has been Shenandoah Briscoe saying hello and how are you? Thanks for tuning in to the Shen Show. And as always, God loves you and so do I. So come back and see me tomorrow because, well, hey, I'll be here. And I hope that you are too.